Alright, today's push-pull squat everyday video is another nice day for working out, so no rain today, by golly. Trying to manage the volume on legs, so just did SSB safety bar squats today and just took it up to 3 singles and then 1 heavier single. That was it for those. Really focusing in on trying to keep tight in these lifts, because I find when I look at the videos I can see where parts of me are loosening, and that always bleeds off energy and causes you not to be able to lift as much. So really focusing on staying upright, staying tight on all the lifts as much as possible, so slowing it down a little bit, going a little lighter. Today actually felt pretty good. I did the 90% of my program max lift, and it was quite easy compared to normal, and I just really focused on staying tight. That was the only difference. So overall went pretty smooth today for SSB bar squats. Then I hit bench, just competition bench, nothing, no pauses, no explosiveness or anything like that. Worked up to I think about 85% program max, and then just did doubles for 3 or 4 sets, and then I think it was 4 sets this time, and then I just called it a day because I got to manage my push a little bit as well. Don't want to go crazy when I'm doing all 3 lifts in one day. Again, I'm just working on staying real tight and trying to wedge the bar off the rack when I unrack it. So you keep your feet up a little bit higher. I guess maybe next time I do it I'll leave that in the video. But you kind of keep yourself up in the air on the lower portion, keep your butt off the bench, and then as you get under the bench, you tighten your arms up underneath it, and then drop your butt to the bench and stay tight under there, and that actually wedges the bar out of the rack, kind of like a teeter-totter almost, and it helps save you some energy for the actual bench itself. It felt pretty good today. Not having any issues with my shoulders right now, which is nice. So I think the pulling after I get done doing these is helping out a lot. Just trying to keep it nice and controlled, like it's supposed to be for the competitions, for the powerlifting competitions. No bouncing or craziness there. After I got done with that, I transitioned into deadlifts, and it was just a competition deadlift day. Nothing too crazy. The volume was up a little bit more today, so I worked up to 4 sets of 5, but it's really real light in the 70% range. So nothing big there. I didn't get 1 set videoed. My battery went into low power mode and didn't record, and I didn't want to do that over again. So for deadlifts, I was really trying to intentionally go back on my heels a little bit after I tightened up underneath the bar, and just try to just get real tight under there and work on kind of getting back on it and then pushing the hips through. Seemed to go okay. I didn't go very heavy on the last. I just did a couple upper reps after I got done doing the 4x5. Then I did a single at I think 78, and then another single at like 84, 85% of program max, and then just hit those real quick, and both those felt real good. So no issues there, just trying to keep the butt rise. I didn't have any deficit like I usually lift in a deficit, and this time I just took it out because I don't want to get too used to it, because your hip angle is predicated on where you start from. So if you get too used to it, a deficit, then you'll pull from that deficit, or your body will set up for that deficit, and then when you pull normal, you'll actually be stronger in the deficit. So, and I noticed a little bit of hip rise still, even on the heavier lifts. So definitely gotta lift just normal flat deadlift a couple times just to make sure that I'm not creating a movement pattern from a deficit that's stronger than the actual movement I'm trying to do. After that, I just did pull-ups on my rack, which is always brutal because I'm so close to the ground that I have to keep my feet up and I can't get all the way down without my feet touching. So I just try to not push off as much as possible when I get to the bottom and just pull myself up. It gives you a little bit of a workout, but not as good as having a bar where you can really hang down and stretch out on. So did those and finished up on those. So got quite a bit of pulling in today. That's nice to counteract that push on the shoulders. So overall, a real good day. Don't feel like I'm beat up at all. So always like coming out of these workouts knowing that tomorrow will be just as good because I'm not too ripped up from doing too much volume. So tomorrow we'll see how I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do for squat day, whether it's front or SSB or maybe some kind of pause squat or something, or something down that line, just to throw some different stimulus in there. All right. I think that's it for today, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.